this is going to be your Station 83 high round strategy guide. Now, if you want, the best sacrifices are to get Tank and Deadeye. To get up Soda, or pretty much it has Quick Revive. It's pretty much just Quick Revive and solo, except it actually does have 2 uses. So it's now pretty much you're pretty much gonna want to just sit in this room and just pretty much spam the zombies in the head because you have Deadeye, and pretty much use it until you get these 2 weapons out of the box. I mean, you can see I'm just pretty much just spam opening the box and just spamming the gun. So the first one you're gonna get is the Prime MK3. Okay, sorry, I just kind of messed up the recording, but pretty much you're also gonna want to get the laser sprayer. You're pretty much gonna use this pretty much right when you get a max ammo. You're gonna throw both of them down, one at a time, if you know how like the timing works, and also you're gonna throw one after you run out or get low on bullets with the Prime, and you're doing the Prime camping strat before you switch to the Lampard strat. But yeah, that is pretty much what you're gonna use the laser sprayer for. I'm gonna go over the other perks, and I'm also gonna go over both the shots.
Round 7.
Alright, so this is the high round strategy, or kind of like the main strategy, where pretty much you just sit with the Prime. And now, I would recommend to keep on using it until you get to about, like 20, I mean, if you're in the later rounds, like 40, so like 80 in total, if you 40 in the reserve, 40 in the mag, if you're trying to be safe. Now, yeah, as you can see, I got a max ammo, so I'm going to throw it on this laser sprayer. I'm going to throw it on the next one. Obviously, make sure to reload. Obviously, no time, and I actually missed it in the footage. It's tragic. Do not miss the max ammo. It slows down the game. Because yeah, the Lampard strat, safe it is definitely slower than. Now, as you can see, I'm kind of running low on Prime bullets. So I use the little lander pad there, launch pad, whatever you want to call it, and I go over to this side. Now, pretty much what I do is I open this door, run up to them, shoot them, and you see their boss zombie here, so I just shoot him in the head quite a few times, and then, yeah. So after I've done that, killed him, I run down here. I mean, you can reload the Lampard. I would recommend if you're going to reload the Lampard, reload it here. But you really don't even need to. Obviously, I actually have an unpacked Lampard. When you run out of bullets in the Lampard, you want to pack it, but yeah. There's pretty much just no point to back punch it really early. I mean, you might as well just use it until you run out of bullets. So yeah, you're pretty much just gonna run the Lampard strat until you get a max ammo, and then when you get a max ammo, and if you get a max ammo like where I have, I'd actually recommend to still just not immediately run over and actually sit. Go right there, use the Lampard, and then just shoot the boss zombie. Now sometimes that the Lampard spot there kind of glitches out and it doesn't have as many times. It's kind of weird, but usually it should have a decent amount of letting you kill with the Lampard. So yeah, and you pretty much just switch back to the Prime strategy, just sitting here. I mean, you can even sit here on the very edge. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much the strat. I mean, I'm going to tell you, double tap just makes so we do more damage, and shoot just slightly faster. And obviously, I mean, if you really want to maximize bullets here, you can kind of like, especially with Deadeye, you can like hit them with like collaterals and stuff, as you can see. Obviously we just, and we have time slip for, mostly we have it for, well, first off, health regeneration is actually pretty important, which is definitely good. And as well, it increases the time that, I mean, especially insta-kills happen. So, I'm going to show you footage of me when I get an insta-kill. So yeah, I'm going to show you that. Okay, so this is pretty much what you do when you get a insta-kill. Now there's a lot of zombies that I had to run past to pick it up. Honestly, I'd recommend to kill, like, you know, some zombies with like the Prime or the Lampard or whatever, but this is the shot. You pretty much just spam the knife against this wall here. Now some will shoot out like how you saw there. And you can pretty much just back up the knife if you're worried. And then when it's like running low, and you can just knife the rest, and I end the round. And that is definitely pretty much just to show how good time slip is. He's like, you know, making the power-ups longer and stuff like that. That really does help. And you can see that this strategy is extremely quick. People have been high rounding Suited Fault, and it is kind of insane to me, because I was looking, because I personally, I'm going to be honest here, I have not really played much of Suited Fault. I have not really high rounded it much. I mean, I think I've gotten to like around 30 or 40 maybe. I don't know if I really spent any time, but I didn't realize how long the strats that, I mean, besides one of them, takes an extreme amount of time. Like, I was watching Floppy Pancake stream, you know, of one of his attempts, and he was at like round 78 in like 2 hours and 40 minutes or something. And, you know, you might be like, oh, how long really is that, right? But that's a much longer time, because that's like you have 22 more rounds, you know. And I wouldn't say that, I don't know exactly how the mechanics work. I can't say 100% definite, like, this is how the game works, this is how the zombie, like, increases, but I am going to assume, and I'm like 99% sure that there's a health cap, because the Prime is infinite damage. If you shoot them in the head, it pretty much two shots the zombies, I mean besides the bosses, but they still die with the same amount of shots. For, I mean, you know, from like around 50, you know, to my highest round, like 190. So, I'm going to assume there's a health cap, and I'm also going to assume there's actually a zombies per round cap as well. I actually forgot to shoot there. Now, obviously, this is just me kind of rambling on at the end, but obviously I want to tell you guys this, because, I mean, I'm just assuming. I do not know for sure. I'm not a playtester, I'm not a developer on this game. I don't know exactly. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, these are just Idaho potatoes.
But yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna pick that up. Don't really pick up the double points. You don't really need them. But it's, I don't know. I guess it's interesting because this strat is so much quicker, because I think my round 4, like, because I took a picture. I actually did not take a picture when I died. I actually did die. I lost all 3 of my lives. And it's even pretty easy to recover. I'm not going to show you how to recover, because, first of all, I do spend a lot of time making these. I mean, an hour in the game is pretty long for me. And obviously, these take days. I mean, these games take literal days. You can put your PlayStation in rest mode. I'm going to tell you guys, this is a very important fact. This is why you should watch to the end. I mean, you can put your PlayStation rest. Do not fully turn it off, but when you die, I'm pretty sure you have to reconnect to the internet to have it load into leaderboards. Because I'm gonna assume that you're doing this for leaderboards. But you want a picture? Yeah, sure. Now I'm pretty sure the highest, like the actual highest round is actually glitched. So I'm pretty sure there was a bug on Church. I don't know how to do it. Church, I think you can still play, but there's not a leaderboard for it anymore. And I'm gonna assume that you don't actually, it doesn't count towards the actual highest round you can get, but it was like around 3,000 yen. And yeah, like for Church, probably the hardest map ever on this game. Okay, I also again forgot to flipping do it. It's hard to remember because this is the old strat I used to do, but yeah. It's kind of, crazy to think. Just gonna actually, if you're very low in prime bullets, also you don't need to shoot them. You can actually kill them with a few shots, with 3 I think or 4. But it's interesting, right? Because there's a lot of things I don't know. But yeah, pretty much what I was trying to say the whole time was that Suidenfall has a much longer high round. Like, I was looking at somebody's footage, oh shoot, yeah, okay, I just died there, and that was the weirdest death ever. He's probably like one shot in, man. It's fine, you're gonna have downs, and this game does get slightly easier, because if you lose all your lives, by the way, buy Speed Cola. But yeah, pretty much this strat is way faster than Suidenfall. And pretty much probably any other map besides maybe Stranded, because Stranded has a very quick camping strat with only one spawn. So in my opinion, that might be the only one that's easier. But yeah. Now, it's kind of annoying when you die, obviously, but don't end your game on it. Like, you can come back, it's fine. And I usually do have my downs like on around like 50 something, and then I'll make the rest of the game without dying. It's kind of weird. But obviously you're gonna take down and stuff. And just run the strats. Obviously, if in that case I should have just hit the land drop, didn't I backed up. And you're usually not dying. You're just because of like it's because like the strat messes up. It's usually because you're dying because you're not doing the strat correctly. You're trying to make the game faster, and it's just making you die. And there's times where it's better to do that, right? It's just that you can die doing that and stuff like that, But yeah, like the 200 game or whatever on Suidenfall took like 8 hours, which is insane. My controller just disconnected. But yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. Luckily it paused, so I did not know that it paused. But yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.